What's happening, everybody? What's going on? I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me here today. First and foremost, make sure that you guys are hitting that like button, you're hitting that subscribe button, and you're telling some other people to come on over here. I will tell you, if you haven't made it over to YouTube yet, my YouTube channel, I highly advise you to get over to my YouTube channel. If you go to YouTube and type Pure Money in, or at the @ GovCon, youtube.com/the @ GovCon, that'll take you to my YouTube channel as well. It's full of information to help you guys about government contracting and running your business. So check it out, as well as if you got any questions throughout tonight. I will be able to see them on the YouTube channel. I'm going to try to monitor all the other channels as well. But again, YouTube, I can see a whole lot more clearly. So check us out there. But today, we're going to be talking about artificial intelligence and government contracting and how you can utilize both of those things to help you out. So my first question to everybody, I want you to put a 1 in the chat no matter where you are. How many of you guys have used AI, something like Chat GPT so far? If you've used it so far, I want you to go ahead and drop that 1 in the chat. See, I know that if you're using it, well, you know about some of them that money plays already. So I want to make sure that each and every one of you guys know about it. Okay, I see we got a couple people in Clubhouse that's already utilizing it. We got a couple people here on LinkedIn that is utilizing it. I appreciate all the ones that you guys are dropping in that chat. It's important that you guys use it. And the key to AI is not to be scared of it. Yeah, so all the people who are putting fears in your mind about, oh, I got an echo. All right, hold on. Let me get that echo off. Let me get that echo off. Give me one quick second, guys, so I can get rid of this echo. This may change the echo. Hopefully that changed the echo. Let me know if that changed the echo or did it make it worse. Hopefully it did not make it worse, but we got that echo up out of there. If you're on YouTube and the echo is still there, can you put a 2 in the chat to let me know if that echo is still there? In the meantime, I'll keep it moving. Hopefully there's no echo to everybody else. If it is, once again, drop a 2 in the comments. That'll let me know if the echo is going on. If it's not, then I'm going to keep it pushing. Okay? So, again, I'm glad that you guys were able to take a look at ChatGPT, all the ones in the comments. But again, as I was stating to you guys, it's important that you don't be scared of this thing called artificial intelligence. Now, honestly, what I do believe, it's going to be kind of like the internet. And I don't know if you guys remember, like everybody my age, I just want you guys to think about this. Like we came up, we were literally raised when the internet was introduced. I know y'all remember the dial tone, okay? I know y'all remember AOL, right? There was a whole lot of scare tactics. Echo strong. Oh man, hold on. I gotta switch it back. All right, I ain't switching it after this one. This should get rid of that echo. Somebody told me that it was echoing. All right, it should be good now. We should not have any more echoes on YouTube. I switched it back. All right. But the scare tactics, okay? I need you guys to get rid of the scare tactics that people are putting there, because it's going to be exactly like the internet time. In the internet time, our elders who didn't adapt to the internet, they're losing at this moment. I know you guys know the elders who refuse to pay attention to an iPhone, who sure enough ain't looking at AI right now. And that's because they allowed their fears and the fears of others around them to come into their mind and block the blessing that was sitting in front of them. Well, AI right now is giving everybody an opportunity, okay, to be on a level playing field, right? And you keep hearing about these layoffs and things that are happening. Well, let me tell you, AI only works if there's a user working it, right? The AI just don't do things by itself. A person has to make it happen. So you need to become that person and stop waiting for other people to create. Well, the other beauty about this here is this artificial intelligence is going to help you with government contracting. Government contracting is the most lucrative customer in all of the world. There's no customer like this one. So we're going to utilize this AI to help us with this process of government contracting. And I'm going to start breaking some things down to you. It's because they're on Instagram and YouTube at the same time. That's where the echo is coming from. All right. Well, y'all need to get off Instagram and YouTube at the same time so y'all not hearing that echo. Everybody doesn't have the echo. All right. So, if it is echoing for everybody, let me know. I may have to turn off, what the hell is this? Clubhouse. I don't know. Matter of fact, I'm going to try to change one setting here on Clubhouse real quick and see if that changes it up. We will do, the mic is coming, the input of the mic, the output. Maybe if I change this to that, I don't know if that changed the echo up. It may be echoing for you guys on Clubhouse. I don't know. Whole bunch of settings here. If it's echoing for you on Clubhouse, go ahead and drop a 2 in the chat. Let me know if you are hearing echoes on Clubhouse. No echo here. Cool. Well, if it ain't no echo, I'm going to keep it pushing. Don't tell me nothing else about an echo. All right. I can't do nothing about it. All right. So let's keep this party rolling. Now, with the AI, I'm going to show you guys what we have created with the artificial intelligence to help you guys out with government contracting. Now, by all means, you guys can go to ChatGPT and play with it by yourself. The tool that I have created, it's built off the back of ChatGPT. But once again, every AI tool that you guys are buying into right now, they're all just talking to OpenAI. OpenAI is ChatGPT. So what we've built, just like everybody else, we've built a formula that can help you with just a couple click of a button. Now, what I realized is I kept telling people to go to ChatGPT and use it, but if you don't know how to prompt correctly, you don't get the right answers. So instead of me trying to teach you guys how to prompt, well, we just built it. So I'm going to take some volunteers today. Okay. The first question that I'm going to ask, and no matter where you are, you could be on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Clubhouse. I don't care. If you want to volunteer and you want to get some answers for you tonight, well, I highly advise you to respond. Okay. The first thing that I'm going to ask for the volunteers is we're going to play around with this AI that I've built so you guys can see the power of it. So my first question is, if you wanted to do government contracting, and this could be anybody, what would you do? What would be your contract in? I want you to type in the chat what your business would be if you could do government contracting. Anything in this world, I don't care what it is, whatever you do currently at this moment to generate revenue, do you want to do that with government contracting? And if you do, put in the chat what that would be. And then boom, I'm going to show you how we're going to use this AI to help get you all rolling. So let me see if I got anybody who wants to volunteer. We're going to take a look. Okay, let me change my screen. All right, we're going to change this screen right here. All right. I see a lot. Is using a depreciated API that will be removed. Ecamm Live Beta is using a future API that will be removed. Okay. All right. I see we got a lot of them in here. I appreciate the ones coming in here. Transitional housing, corporate gifting. That's a good one right there. Corporate gifting. We got IT staffing, non-destructive testing, inspection and logistics, healthcare services, international freight forwarding, resale. Well, the hardest one that I've seen so far looks to be corporate gifting. I've never seen that one before. All right. Now I'm going to show you guys the power of AI because again, I've never seen that before. I mean, I've seen people talk about corporate gifting, but I've never come across the contract that said corporate gifting. So we're going to play with that one today at this moment. Now, what I want to show you guys here is what we've created in our AI. It's called the Black Cheat Code. You can visit this and become a part of this by visiting blackcheatcode.com/AI. And it ain't called Black Cheat Code because I'm black. It's called Black Cheat Code because the purpose of this AI is to get every single minority business in the black. If you don't know what in the black is, that's why they call things Black Friday. Okay, right after Thanksgiving, because you guys just go out and spend all the damn money and you take all of these businesses and you put them in the black, which is the positive. So I'm taking your business with this tool and we're going to put you in the black. Okay, that's why it's blackcheatcode.ai. But you can come here, get yourself signed up. Here's some of the things that we do. We can write business plans, capability statements. We can help with proposals. I don't want to say it can write, but it can help with proposals. Joint venture agreements, finding your money, which we're about to get into, statement of work highlights, and so much more. Okay. When you get signed up, you're going to come to our back office that looks a little bit like this. Now, granted, I got access to everything, so you won't see all of this. You'll see the AI tool right here. Now, with this AI tool, one of the things that I love with it, I've created something called Find My Money. Okay. I kept asking, does the government have opportunities and this and this and this and that? Well, I eliminated all of that. Okay. I've prompted this thing to find you your answer. So we're going to come back here to corporate gifting. Okay. Let me get that one. This is the one that we're going to be working on from Tony McKay in the building. All right. So when you come to the AI, we're going to put an email address in. I'm going to put my own info at officialtravisdavis.com. The business name, TD Gifting. All right. The niche industry, corporate gifting. All right. And then we're going to tell it to find my money. And just like that. Oh, I didn't mean to click that button. We're going to hit submit. And we're going to wait for a second. Now, this is how all the AI works. It's going to come to the email and let me know we got the email with the answers. But while that's working, let's take a look at all the stuff that we've created over here. Again, capability statements. You guys can come right back here and get your capability statement written for you. It won't do the graphics, but it'll give you the wording. Okay. And again, I've programmed this to give the correct wording that you guys need to generate a lot of revenue. Okay. It's using my cheating method. I programmed it to cheat. So when you put the response in there, it's going to go cheat how I've been telling you guys to cheat. You just ain't got to do the work. If you get a statement of work, okay, which all you guys should be looking at, you can put that bad boy in here and you can get highlights pulled from that statement of work. Business plans, SBA approved business plans. We got the email, okay? I'm going to stop right there. But business plans, we can create those business plans for you at a click of a button. But we got the email right here. This is what it's going to come to you and take a look like. All right. So let's take a look at this email. What did it give us? It said, hey, blah, 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 TD Gifting. That's what we called the company. Here's your Pure Money track for you for the top 3 agencies. So, Tony, this is what you should be paying attention to. If you want to get into corporate gifting, the number 1 agency for corporate gifting will be Department of Defense. They got $374 billion to spend. Okay. The solicitation that was won with corporate gifting happened to come from ABC Gifts Novelties LLC for $100,000. Okay. Now, again, we keep looking down here. The next thing that we got is Department of Veteran Affairs. They got $200 billion. The third one is Department of HHS. They got $100 billion. Now, those are your 3 agencies that you should be focusing on. Now, what I've realized is the DOD should be your number 1 customer when it comes to corporate gifting. The other beauty about this is we got the OSDBU, okay? You want to reach out to the OSDBU of those agencies, and you're going to reach out to them talking about corporate gifting. What NAICS codes? I keep getting asked this question. What NAICS codes do I use? Well, we gave you the NAICS codes. 543220, gift, novelty, souvenir stores. I didn't even know that. I don't sell gifts. I don't do souvenirs, so I have no need to look this up. Well, AI did it. See, the purpose is to stop thinking so damn much. Y'all think too much. Instead, we got all the answers. These are going to be your 3 NAICS codes, Tony. You're going to plug those into your SAM profile. You're going to start plugging these into your capability statement, to your website. These are your NAICS codes for corporate gifting. Now we found the money. The next question is, what else? You know what I'm saying? And we're making the process so easy. Now you don't have to stress yourself out and keep asking me, well, is the opportunity here for me? I just showed you with a click of a button. So now you're saying, well, okay, I got an idea. The company's there. The business is there. Well, what do I need to do next? Well, you need to actually go find the opportunities. And you're probably, 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to have to start the process of networking because your ass ain't never won no contracts. Well, I don't know how to network, Travis. I suck at networking. I solved that problem too. You come right back here to the AI tool, the GovCon cheat code AI tool that we've created. And again, I had a problem networking as well. I sucked at it. But what I do know is you gotta start. You gotta keep talking. Well, I've eliminated some of your issues. Remember, we on TD Gifting because we selling some souvenirs. We're gonna put this in again, info@officialtravisdavis.com because we got to make sure we get that email. The industry that we are in. Oh, what did it just tell us to do? We could do retail. We'll do retail. Manufacturing, retail, trade. Okay. The agency. Well, we got the DOD, and they say HHS. All right. Certifications. You said, Tony, I'm women owned. Okay. Information about your company. Man, now I got to make some shit up. We have been in business for 10 years doing corporate gifting throughout the East Coast. All right. Now look, I'm being real lazy. I don't really feel like typing too much more. Now, the better you type these responses in, the better output that you get. You're talking about your business, but a lot of people don't know how to talk about their businesses effectively. So I've built this again for the person that don't know how to talk about their business effectively. So I'm going to keep it real basic and plain. I've been in business for 10 years doing corporate gifting throughout the East Coast. This is plain as hell. Our largest client did 150K. It's in order. See, my words suck. I'm just showing you guys my words suck. $150,000 order. And the reason I can get away with this is because I've programmed it in the back end for sucky words. And we're going to submit that. Now, while that's working over there to do their thing, again, we're going to look back through this. A lot of your problems that I've noticed with small businesses is you don't know your strengths and weaknesses. And one of our clients who are in this is the other beauty about our AI tool. If you send me an email and you say, Travis, I think this should be added. Well, when you're in our program, we're not going to charge you again. We're just going to add it. So one of our clients said, Travis, I'm struggling with a SWOT analysis. This is your strengths and your weaknesses. Well, we developed it for you. You come back here again, answer some questions about your business. And I've been doing SWOT analysis for years. I can't be a multi-millionaire business without having a SWOT analysis. I know how to do this stuff. So I programmed it. So you don't have to think about it. Joint venture agreements. We're always talking about teaming and partnering with these other companies. Well, you're going to need some agreements in place. And we got the joint venture agreement laid out right here. Again, you fill out a couple questions, not too much, and boom, you get your answer. I don't care what state you in. I don't care what you do. We got it covered. Okay. Some of the other stuff back here. I think one of the most powerful things is your business plan. Like, I really do not know how these businesses are operating out here in these streets without a business plan. Well, again, I know most people don't know all the details about how to fill out a business plan. We made this really simple, okay? Because a business plan is so important on the actions that you take on a daily basis. Without a plan, there is no plan. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's happening to a lot of people. Every day you wake up and don't know what the hell you're supposed to do tomorrow. Like, you have no clue what you're supposed to do. Of course, you give yourself busy work. You tell yourself that I got to do X, Y, and Z just to make yourself busy. But at the end of the day, you don't need to do that. The business plan tells you exactly what you need to do. Okay? Now, let's see if we got this email yet. Oh, should have just clicked this. All right, we still don't have the email yet. We're waiting. So it takes about 3 to 5 minutes for you to get the email to come to you. I'm also going to double check our system to make sure that it is running. All right, so y'all get to see all of this good stuff. Hey, understood. Okay, sign me in. It may come in before I even get finished with signing in. Let's see. All right, what were we doing? We were looking at networking. That's what we were doing. Where is my networking one? Networking. Proposal writer. Yeah, and as you guys can see, this is a whole lot of stuff that had to be done in order to make it happen. We got way more AI too. It ain't just this government contracting stuff. We got the workout AI. The law AI is coming. I got to call Dominique so we can get back on that. But we have a whole law AI. SWOT analysis, peer health trainer, capabilities. Why does my stuff keep glitching like that? Okay, let me just do this. All right, scenarios, GovCon, networking. Where we at? Did you run? It ran June 22nd at 9:36. We did run. Okay. Now where is my email for my response? Airtable. Glad we get this live. Y'all actually get to see it, when glitches and stuff happen. No biggie. Part of the business. That's why I'm here. All right, so let's take a look. We got the Pure Money calendar, the automations. Why did my stuff not run? All right. Move this over to here. Networking. Matter of fact, I'll come up here to the data grid view. Look at all the people using this AI. I love to see y'all using the AI. All right. We did retail trade, help networking, TD gifting. All right. There it is. Now, why didn't it come to my email? All right. That's neither here nor there. I'll fix that. All right. Here's the response. Let me see if I can zoom in for this so you guys can see. Command plus. Just so you guys can see, it did give us the response that we needed. Okay. Scroll back down here, pop this up. All right, so this is what it told us. In order to network, again, we're solving the networking problems that you guys have been having as business owners. So you can go in these industry days. You can have good conversations. So what does it say? Greetings, I'm an expert networker in retail trade industry for small businesses engaged in government contracting. I will provide you with guidance on how to navigate industry days for DOD and HHS, because that's where our money's at. I don't know why you would want to network with Department of Energy when I just showed you who got all your money. That's the reason why we're focused on them. Okay. So let's scroll down. It says navigating industry data. Well, the first thing that you want to do is do your research before attending this industry day or a conference. Ensure that you thoroughly research events, its purpose, attendees, and have a clear understanding of what to expect and how best to prepare. Okay, that's real simple. Next, you want to arrive early. Don't you show up on time. You need to be there early. After that, you got to perfect your elevator pitch. An elevator pitch is a brief statement, blah, blah, blah. Then you may be asking yourself, well, Travis, I don't have an elevator pitch. Well, I mean, that's where ChatGPT comes into play, okay? Maybe I'll put that one up there too. Yeah, I'm going to make a note of that. Hold on, let me make a note of that. Add elevator pitch. All right, so I'm going to add that AI to create your elevator pitch. Dress appropriately. This is one of the key ones right here. And I got to give a shout out to my guy, Courtney. I don't know if he's online listening to me anywhere or coming on the replay, but I want to give a shout outs to Courtney right here. I sent him a message one day and I just said, brother, as a black man, you know, we're the last on the totem pole. Sometimes you got to make a switch, especially if you don't got everything that you want right now. So if I go back in the day when I first got started in business, I was suited and booted, hot as hell out in the DC streets, sweating while I'm walking the whole nine. And I only had 2 suits. And I wore them suits every day. I had 2 suits and 5 shirts. I just kept flipping them back and forth. And I didn't take that stuff off until I made money. And I'm just telling you, you as a black man, you better put that suit on. Like, stop wearing that damn t-shirt. Stop wearing that fitted cap. And I know you want to tell me, well, that ain't fair. This ain't about fair. Nobody asks you about what's fair and what's not. You want something from somebody and you want a very large check from somebody. So damn it, you're going to do what needs to be done to get that check. You ain't got the money. You don't get to say what's right and what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? You save that for rich people. Right now, you have to dress appropriately to get the check that you want. So you can wear a t-shirt and I'm pretty sure I know where you're going to be capped at how much that you can make. But when you put that suit on and take the chain off, okay, don't put the suit on and keep the chain on because you got to be swaggy. Take all that off. Just put a suit on and be a clean cut black man. Cut your hair and all that when you go to these meetings. Because it just takes one person to change your life. And the first impression is the best impression. And we want to make sure it looks like we deserve to get that type of money. Don't you come in there with that raggedy white tee on. Don't you come in there with that designer tee. These people don't give a damn about no Gucci t-shirt. It means nothing to them. Only in the black community does that Gucci t-shirt have power. Not in this real business world. So again, dress professionally. And I want to give a shout out again to my man Courtney adapting to what I told him. The boy looks sharp now. I'm telling you, he looks sharp. Network, network, network. Engage with other attendees. Exchange business cards and contacts. Build relationships. Building your network is key to securing government contracts or being a part of a winning team. I didn't tell it to type that. You know, it's telling you exactly how to win the government contracts. I would say the same thing, but you know, it did. Now, here goes the sauce. Ask the questions. Well, why don't you ask somebody what inspired them to be at the event today? See, what I realized is I need to ask the questions to the people so they can pour into me and tell me all about their life. Tell me all about what the hell they got going on. And then as the best consultant, as the best business owner, I listen. I listen to their problems. When I ask them what inspired them to attend the event, well, they're going to tell me the problems that they have and they came to the event to get them solved. I need to hear the problem. Because don't nobody give a fuck about my story. Nobody has ever cared about my story, especially in government contracting. The only time that people want to hear my story is here on the internet. You know, I got to pitch the story to get you to click the link. Outside of that, in the real business world, they don't care about your story until you made it. When you make it and you start making a lot of money, then everybody wants to interview you about your story. Before that, they don't give a damn about that story. And I'm telling you right now, if you go to these multi-million-dollar companies with your sob story, all of you telling me is like, I ain't got time to work with you. You are a charity case. And ain't nobody trying to be a charity that's making millions of dollars. So, We're going to ask questions, thought-provoking questions that force the person to talk. And when they start talking and we start listening, you're writing down the key words that come out of their mouth, not your mouth. Don't you rephrase what they said and come up with a new definition to what they said. Don't you change the words because you feel more comfortable using this word opposed to the word that came out of their mouth. You're going to write down the exact word that they use because we need to use the words that came out of their mouth back at them. If I change the word that they used out of their mouth and use a word that I know that makes me feel comfortable and I say my word to them, now they got to think about the definition to the word. It's a reason that they didn't use my word. They don't know the goddamn definition to the word. But they use their word because they want you, as the elite entrepreneur and business owner that you are, as the elite consultant that you are, they want you to hear them and fix their problem. So our first question is, what inspired you to attend this event? Next, what sort of work is it that you do? Well, let them talk about themselves. Okay? In your opinion, what do you think sets your small business apart from others? Now, here's the thing. If you follow my method and you don't just show up and go to events for no reason and, do all that stupid stuff that people keep talking about online, just responding to any type of contract. If you use my method that I tell you to do and follow your money and go after that, well, what ends up happening is this question right here. In your opinion, what do you think sets your small business apart from others? Well, if you showed up at the damn retail industry day for DOD and you're talking to the other players in the room, well, I think they'll be telling you the differentiators of their company. Well, these are your competitors. They're all right there in the room and they don't know a damn thing about marketing. All they know how to do is operate a business, right? They're probably involved with work in the business, so they don't know anything about marketing. They don't know that they're giving away all the sauce. So they're going to spill their differentiator out to you. They don't know you from Adam and Eve, but you ask them a question. And people love talking about themselves. They love giving the highlights of everything that they've done in life, especially people who are doing it. Oh, man, I've never met a rich person that don't love talking about everything that they've achieved. Well, they about to tell you right here what sets them apart. Again, you're going to start listening because these are the words that you need to gather. And guess what? If they're using those words to make $50 million, $100 million, well, why should you use something different? Next, what specific challenges are you currently facing? How are you overcoming them? Now, I want to stop there too. Not only are we asking these questions to help you build a better relationship with your competitors, but these should be some of your potential teammates and or mentors. See, a lot of people be asking me to be their mentor and they into basket weaving. You know what I'm saying? That's their business. Like, I don't know a damn thing about basket weaving. Why do you want me to be your mentor? I serve no value to you. But if you got into the space and you start asking the people who are into basket weaving what their challenges are and how they overcame them, what you'll realize is you face the same challenges. You just haven't learned how to overcome them yet. Well, here's how you do it. You get around the right people and ask the right questions. All right, what's the next one that we got here? Have you ever dealt with government contracts before? Oh my God, nobody ever asks that question when they go to a government contracting event. They just assume that everybody in the space has been doing government contracting because they showed up there. And you literally forgot you showed up to the government contracting space and never won a government contract. So don't think that everybody there knows about government contracting. You have to ask them. And trust me, they'll try to lie to you. But when you start doing this over and over and you start realizing the BS that comes out of people's mouth, when you ask questions like this, it won't catch you off guard. You'll realize who's lying to you and telling you the truth about government contracting. And then we get it right here. What are your key takeaways from the experience? If you tell me you ain't got no experience from your government contracts, I know you ain't did government contracting. It's an experience for everybody. That first contract that you get, I don't care if it's a $500 contract or a $5 million contract. It brings out emotions. You literally like, oh my God, I did it. Again, I don't care about the dollar amount for the first one, right? It's the emotions that spark. This is why, I'm not mad at people who just try all of these different types of contracts, but that's not a sustainable method, right? Like, you're not going to last utilizing that method. And the reason why I'm not mad at it, because I want you to get a taste. I want you to eat it. I want you to lick that first contract, smell it, breathe it, hear it, because it's going to change your life. The very first deal that you get. Again, I don't care how much you make, just get the first deal. But what's going to happen when you get that first deal and the excitement fades away in about, 24 hours, maybe less than that, and you realize like, well, wait a minute. I only made $500. It was that easy? Well, I can go look at the bigger stuff now. And just like that, you're going to start to realize I can do way more than what I thought. So get that first contract. But I'm telling you, if somebody tells you that they didn't have an experience, no emotions behind government contracting, they're liars. You should run away from them. What are the essential requirements for securing government contracts? Ooh, key question right there. I was in a meeting earlier today where we were down in DC talking about cleared opportunities that need top secret polys, and there's levels to the polys. So we were talking about those opportunities, right? Those type of opportunities, those cyber opportunities with the DoD, there's special requirements that's going to have to happen in order for you to win those contracts. And secured positions is one of the main ones. If you ain't got no cleared, secured people, then you ain't going to win none of them damn contracts. Well, if you know that about your industry, you got to prepare like that. I'm in the IT space. Now, I didn't have to get all of these secured and cleared people for what I was doing previously, because I was working with HHS. I was working with Department of Energy, NIH. They not under strict security requirements like DOD, the people who protect us, okay? So now that I've gotten over into the DoD space in the last year and a half or 2 years, whenever I won that contract, since I'm here now, I'm here. I'm all the way in. Well, to go all the way in, I have to get the cleared positions if I want to stay afloat. There's just no way around it if I want to stay in DoD. Okay? So these are things that you need to ask the questions about while you're there. What is your experience with obtaining government contracts? They'll tell you. How do you balance working with government and private sector? That is another key question. I'm constantly hearing people just talk about government contracting. Let me tell you this. You will not survive if 100% of your money is coming from the government. They don't even want you to generate 100% of your money from them because you don't have a business. Like, how can you come to the government and ask them to purchase your products and services and ain't nobody else buying it? It just sounds like you don't have a legit business. Now, I didn't say that half of your work needs to be government and half needs to be the private sector, but you need some private sector customers, right? And your private sector customers is going to allow you to generate revenue until that contract comes in. Now, a smart business in your business plan will have laid out how you're going to attack the private sector and you're going to attack the government, because both of them are buying the same products and services. It's just the government customer, the customer called government, has this firewall of SAM.gov and all of this paperwork that we got to do in order for them to buy from us. The private sector, you ain't got to do none of that. I mean, hell, draw up a website, click the button, the link, and go live. That's the private sector. You may work with corporate in the private sector. They still don't do all of the stuff that the government does, right? There's two different ways to conduct business: private and the public sector, which is government. Public is government. Private is everybody else, okay? So you must work with the private sector. I don't want to say you must. You can be 100% with government contracting. Again, I just don't think that it sounds right for you to generate all of your revenue from the government. Neither do they. All right. How do you keep up to date with the latest industry trends and developments? This is another key component because they're going to tell you about all the email lists and everything that you need to be on. They're going to tell you about the other meetings that you need to attend that's not government related. You need to go to the conferences in Las Vegas if you're in IT and learn about all of the new tech that's coming out. The reason why you want to do this is because 70% of the people at the conference ain't working with the government. So all of a sudden you show up to the conference, you see the latest, greatest technology out there that could change the world, and what do? Go talk to them. You go talk to them, and eventually you become a partner of theirs. And guess what you're going to do as a partner of theirs? You're going to go sell their product or service to the government and make a bag, all because you were there first. And let me give you an example. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys remember this. How many of you guys remember in Philly, I believe it was, I can't remember if it was Philly or Jersey, that they were passing out drug kits, needles, the drugs, the kit, the whole nine. They were passing them out to the drug users. Now, this came across the news, and I'm over here like, what in the world? Like, y'all are literally giving people drugs? You're giving the drug users the supplies for them to use the drugs? Well, the reason that they did this is because in another country, I think it was Canada, they have a program that's running, giving out drugs and the kits and the needles and the whole nine. And according to that program, it lowered the drug users. So guess what somebody did? They took their ass to Canada. They learned about how the program was running and operating. They flew back over here. They approached the area. See, they didn't just approach anywhere. They approached the area that has a drug problem, Philly, a large one. And they said, we got a solution. Now, see, here's the thing. Anybody could have came to them with a solution, but don't nobody want to work with the government. So this person came with a solution and said, hey, look, I have a program that can happen. You know, you buy these drug kits from us. We put the program together, and I mean, we can help out here in Philly. I don't know if it's helping or not, but I know they made a lot of damn money selling them drug kits. See, here's the thing with government. I'm not here to argue and say, you know, this is right or this is wrong. Did you put the RFP out? Are you putting the RFP out or the RFQ? And I want to be there to sell it to you. Because if you put it out, it's going to get awarded no matter what my feelings is towards it. Let's take, for instance, the U word. I can't say that country. The U word, I'll get in trouble from all of the social media platforms. How many of you guys did the president ask whether he should send money to or not? Like, did he ask you if you care about should he send money to the U country or not? I don't recall him picking up the phone and calling me, sending me an email, text message, or nothing. I just woke up one day and read the headlines like everybody else. And then I watched everybody get so emotional about it. They opened up Instagram rooms. They made content. I mean, it's 10,000 comments under the content talking about how it ain't right and they could use that money to do X, Y, and Z. When are you going to wake up and understand they don't give a about what you're saying? They've never asked. They've never cared. So instead of crying about what's going on, what I'm telling you to do is be a part of it. Because if you keep crying, that $8 billion is going to another contractor with or without your approval. So I'm just saying, make one of them contracts yours. I'm saying, and watch how it changed your life. Because I've never had a president impact my life, not one day. Ain't no president of the United States, including Obama himself, called me and asked me, Travis, what can I do to make your life better? Never happened. So what I'm going to do is utilize the resources that are out there to make my life better. And these contracts is one of them. What strategies have you found work exceptionally well for networking in the government contracting space? Now, this is for, here's the kicker. We built this for you to ask the attendees, the vendors, the other contractors that look like you. But when you go sit in front of the government, we got to switch the questions up. Here we go. What specific contract opportunities are available for my small business? Now, if you were smart, you would change this up. What specific contracts catered to corporate gifting are available for my small business? See how easy that is? Next question for the government. What should our company do to be considered as a valuable supplier? Oh my God, do you know how many people don't ask the government that question? Like, this is literally asking, how can I be a better partner to you? I don't want to be like everybody else. Everybody else is just begging. I'm asking you, what makes me look like a better partner to you? You'll be surprised at the answers that you get. What documentation and paperwork do I need to fill out before submitting bids? What are the essential requirements for suppliers to be considered for government contracts for your agency? Remember, we're talking at direct agencies. We want to know for them what needs to be done, not the entire government. All right. How do you go about identifying potential suppliers? You'll find out that they got a whole email list. They got a whole database that they reach out first before they go to sam.gov. Before they go do any of that other stuff, they go to their own database. Now, these are specific questions. You may still be, doubting yourself. Well, we put some icebreaker questions for you too. So it don't matter what event you attend. All you got to do is do this bad boy, fill it out, and we'll have all the questions laid out for you so you can walk in that room with confidence. You won't be stuttering. You won't, I can't stand that either, man. You guys really need to work on that. When you do that, I know you don't talk enough. Literally every person that like you're not talking enough. You're not practicing speaking. And you sound like a damn fool with all the ooh, ah, ums, ah. Like, it just don't work. You need to utilize these social media platforms to learn your voice. You should never, ever say, Do you know what you do instead of saying, You shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? I won't say, Instead, if somebody asks me a question and I don't have the direct answer, I was like, Travis, how are you going to get to outer space? I've never been to outer space. I don't have an answer. I wouldn't say, well, let me think. Instead, I'm going to say, how would I get to outer space? Well, that just gave me time to think. I repeated the question back to them that they said so my mind can start to process what I'm about to say before I say it. Instead of saying, I think, hell nah. Ain't nothing a thought that come out of my mouth. It came out of my mouth, so it's no longer a thought. I mean what I said. So when I speak with confidence. You need to do the same thing. The only way that you start speaking with more confidence is to start talking more. These are simple things that can change your life very quickly. So icebreakers. What motivated you to attend this event? This event seems to have so much to offer. What specific sessions caught your attention? What specific type of companies do you think benefit from attending this event? Objectives to accomplish while you're at the event. Connect with companies with whom you share common interests and projects with. You should be following up with them. Identify government personnel in charge of the specific contract opportunities relevant to your business. Leverage industry events to gather knowledge on the latest industry trends and developments. Establish partnerships with attendees who can complement your business. Did you just hear that? Complement your business, which means that you should be complimenting them. Most of you guys are approaching people and you don't even know how the hell you compliment them. You know how many times I get every week, Travis, maybe one day we can work together. Work together on what? Do you think I'm about to stop everything I'm doing? And guys, I'm sorry that I can't do this. I'm not that talented. I just can't. They'll hear me talking about AI and then I get 10 messages of people telling me the AI that they've built and how we can partner together and do government contracts. Listen, you think I'm about to stop my operation of what I created to figure your shit out? That's not about to happen unless you pay me. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay me really hefty to stop what I'm doing to focus on you. Okay? That will never happen to anybody. And the way you make sure that doesn't happen and you get the results that you want, which is a response from somebody, a partnership from somebody, well, you got to know how we're going to complement each other. You don't know how we're going to complement each other because you ain't went to go find no contracts yet. You just begging. You got your hand out like the Democrat, man. I blame it on the Democrats. They just keep setting everybody up thinking that this world is just all about begging, giving. Hell no. The more money the company makes, the more that they want to save you. I mean, the least that they want to save you, not the more. Ain't nobody got time to hear your story. I keep trying to tell you that. The next thing, follow through with the contacts made after the event. I'm going to give you guys a nugget. When I told you guys to ask the questions and listen and to write down the words that they use out of their mouth, what you're going to do is come back home, open up your email that day, and you're going to thank the people that you talked to. And in the process of you saying, hey, thanks, Greg, for having, I ain't going to say Greg, I can't stand that fool. Thanks, Tim, for having a call with me or a talk with me at the event. I really appreciated the conversation about, and start using their words. Now, the key to that, by me using the words that they said, when they read it, they going to say, oh man, Travis really heard what I had to say. I like that guy, Travis. He listens. And it wasn't hard. It was just write down what they said. And the keywords, you ain't got to have like the to, the me. Like, what are the keywords that they said? Them nice trigger words to talk about what's going on. Now, things to do pre-event. Set clear goals and objectives for attending an event. You know how many people go to these events and they have no goal? I ask people all the time, why did you attend an event? Build relationships. That's not a goal. Do you guys know that goals and objectives have something obtainable? It usually got a number on that bad boy. So when you tell me that you're going to the event to get more connections, I already know that you don't have an obtainable goal. Because, I mean, you went to go make one person. I mean, technically, you did what you said to build relationships. But when you set a goal, it's, I'm about to go to this event, and my goal is to meet 5 vendors that are dealing with corporate gifting. My other goal is to meet 2 government personnel that purchase corporate gifting. Well, now I got a goal. Now, I really don't care about anybody else in the room. My goal said that when I got to this event, all I was focused on was meeting those 5 people from the vendor side and the 2 people from the government side. So then I got to ask, what the hell are you doing wasting your time in this event? Listen, I go to events and I be there for about 15 minutes. I don't need to be here all day long. I'm not here to work the room that people be talking about. You got to work the room. Nah, a fool works the room all day. Everybody don't want to hear from me. I don't want to talk to somebody that's working the room. Oh, well, how was your day? How was the weather? Why are you talking to me? But instead, the people that I know that I should be talking to, guess what we're going to do? We're going to have substance. We're going to have a conversation that makes sense to both parties. You want to develop a plan for networking, including a list of attendees to target. Now, I'll give you guys another nugget right here. If you really want to get nice at networking, this is a secret sauce to make you guys really, really nice at networking. When you become part of these nonprofit organizations like the Chamber of Commerce, I don't even know any other black or any other organizations, Apex, I can't think of any more organizations, but whatever. If you volunteer for your politicians, what you should do is volunteer to work the door. You check everybody in. Be that person that checks everybody in that comes through the door. Raise your hand when they ask, are there any volunteers available? Yes, I'm a volunteer, but I want to work the door. I want to check everybody in. The reason you're checking everybody in is, I think it's self-explanatory. You're checking everybody in because you get to see them first. You know what I'm saying? You get to meet everybody first. And you're going to have a master list of everybody's contact information. Take a picture. Man, these lights are bright. So that's the sauce right there of volunteer taking that lead role. The next thing you do is research the companies and individuals that you plan to network with and prepare suitable questions. Well, I gave you some questions up here, but I'm not saying that these are going to all be the best questions. You need to know the questions for your industry. So you should be knowing what you need to ask the right people. Review the event's agenda. They give you a syllabus of how the event is about to happen. Mark the sessions specific to your interests. I was at a DOD event in Orlando probably like 4 months ago. They had, I want to say like 12 breakout sessions. And I'm watching these people I talked to this one lady who she told me that she was in cybersecurity. And then I seen her in a room about construction. I know that she ain't making no real money. Like, you're chasing money right now. Instead, if you're here because you're a cybersecurity specialist of the company, you should be in all of the rooms that's talking about cyber policies and procedures. Security. Other than that, why did you just show up in these other rooms? Because somebody told you to work the room? A fool. I'm not saying that those methods don't work. What I am telling you is they take a long damn time to work. You're going to work the room for 2 years before you understand, like, somebody finally remembers who you are. All right, bring enough business cards and marketing materials. Your marketing material is your capability statement. So it's bring enough business cards and bring enough capability statements. The capability statement needs to be on hard paper. Don't you print that damn capability statement out on no regular printer paper. Hard paper. Now, the next thing that we put right here, things to do post-event. Follow up. Review and connect with individuals and companies that you've missed the opportunities to engage during the event. Keep in touch with the contacts made post-event and update them on the progress of your company. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I wrote down here, make an elevator pitch. And the damn software, the AI so smart, it already made the elevator pitch. We are a 10-year-old women-owned WSB company, federal contracting program. Okay, we could just say women-owned. You ain't got to add all that. Our core focus is TD corporate gifting throughout the East Coast. With our vast industry experience, we can provide industry standard solutions, innovative corporate gifts, and other services that will exceed your expectations. We specialize in delivering high quality gifts in a timely and cost effective manner. Now, of course, we take some of the things out, but for my people that don't know how to make an elevator pitch, there you go. And then if you were smart, you would take this back over to ChatGPT. Let me show you something. You come over here, you go over to ChatGPT, you like, hold on, that got me there. See, ChatGPT is free unless you pay for it. I pay for it, just FYI. I come over here to ChatGPT, take on the persona of an expert marketer, and perfect the following elevator pitch to help me win government contracts and build relationships with contractors. All right, take on the persona of an expert marketer and perfect the following elevator pitch to help me win government contracts and build relationship with other winning contractors. Here is the pitch that needs to be changed. Now, another key is to understand what room you're going in. If you go into a black event, like the Black Chamber of Commerce or something, like maybe you say, make it in a urban tone. If you're going to a professional event, like an industry day, make it professional tone that corporate 500 would enjoy. Yeah, I'm talking about the big boys. All right. Now, see, I didn't put the pitch in there. Let me change it up. So it wrote too much. All right, here is the pitch that needs to be changed. Oops. Let me take that out and come back and get our pitch. All right, pitch. Get in there. All right, let's see what we got. Now that's way too long, right? So we're not about to sit here and go through no elevator pitch like that. So what I would do is take 100% of expert marketing and perfect the elevator pitch to help me win government contracts and build a relationship with other contractors using only 1,000 words max. Using 1,000 words. I'll take out the only because it may try to take it all the way to 1,000 words. Using 1,000 words max. All right. That other one was too long. Man, 1,000 words might be too long. Let me change that down to 500 characters. I should say characters. Take on a persona extra marker and use. We'll do 700 characters. All right, so introducing a 10-year-old woman-owned federal business program. Our focus is corporate gifting across the East Coast with vast industry experience. We offer industry solutions, innovative gifts. Yeah, it just repeated it. So you got to play around with it. The more you talk to it, you got to, I don't want to keep going back and forth playing around with this. But that's how you can make your elevator pitch a little bit more better. The thing that's throwing me off is corporate gifting. I don't know anything about corporate gifting. Oh man, why did my TV stop broadcasting? My bad, my Instagram folks. Let me see if I can pull you back up. Oh, I know why I did. Got to turn my system back on. All right. So, as you can see, that's how the AI is going to work for you. Okay. Once again, that's blackcheatcode.ai. You can get yourself signed up. You can get registered. I highly advise you the day that you get registered, you need to come right back here to find my money. That's one of the most important ones that you are going to pull up. Once you can start to find my money, the next thing that you probably need to look at is your capability statement. Now, again, you're going to put it to the best of your ability. I will tell you guys, you could use this tool a whole lot better if you learn government contracting, okay? Because the tool is going to produce you some answers. But to get the best answers, well, you probably would need to know how to make information about your company a little bit better. And if you learn from me, I teach you how to cheat. Okay. So you would know how to pull the information about your company to make this the best because you ain't creating it up out of your mind. You're going to cheat to get the answers. We're cheaters over here. I don't know about nobody else, but we are born cheaters. Let's take a look at the capability statement real quick. Info@officialtravisdavis.com. I'm going to pull somebody else's stuff that already did this before. I hope they don't mind. So let me come over here. Information about their company. We're going to take, it was real simple. All right, we're going to take somebody's Supreme Athletic Competition Transportation. Nah, it's too plain. All right, A&L Business Solutions is a business development firm. We help. All right, let's take this. Look like they put some information in there. All right, and come back over here. Oh, man, I don't know their next code for what they're doing. So let me look this up because that'll give bad results. All right, AL Minority Business, their next code is 54. Okay, so we're going to come over here. We're going to put the next code of 54 in. All right, the agency that we want to target, I don't know, let's do USDA. Maybe we want to do some Department of Labor. I don't know, let's just throw Social Security in there too. And we're going to put the information about our company right here. We're going to go ahead and create capabilities. Now, while that is working, here goes the other sauce. And I'm about to answer y'all questions in a minute. So if you guys have questions, go ahead and be ready to put them in there. So while this is working, the other reason why this tool is going to get you in the black, because only you guys know about it. Look, I don't be running ads, which I should be. Dang, we got the answer already. See how that came quick? While this is, working and putting you in position to win these government contracts and build relationships, the goal is to make you money. So with the tool, when you get started, and again, shout outs to my guy, Courtney. Courtney be listening, okay? What you can do is come here to something like Fiverr, okay? Once you get to Fiverr, man, come on. Once you get to Fiverr, guess what happens? You come here and you type business plan. Oh my God. Look at people, $30, $120. This guy has 187 reviews. Now, I know from, being in the online industry and selling stuff on the internet, it's hard to get people to do reviews. So he's probably sold this times 10 at $120. Now, hey Siri, what's 120 times 870? 104,000 that's been produced off of this business plan, and that's at 120. Here's another one at 380, 475, 100, $15. I mean, I could just keep going on and on and on and on and on about the business plan. Well, I have the tool that if you just create your account and you ask them the same damn questions that I asked you in the tool, and then you go punch their answers into the tool, which is just a copy and paste, this process should take you no more than 5 minutes. And just like that, you got sales of people asking for a business plan. What you think these people right here doing? Do you think these people really sitting down writing a business plan? If they did, I would slap them in their face myself. You got to be a fool if you're going to sit there and write out somebody's business plan with this AI in front of your face. So you build your platform, and just like that, you start selling business plans. When we ain't done right there, you know what I'm saying? Don't stop there. Capability statements. Oh my goodness. Look, people need capability statements. Don't stop there. Oh, SWOT analysis. Oh my goodness. People need SWOT analysis. Again, I think I'm making the process. This is why it's called blackcheatcode.ai. Blackcheatcode.ai. It's getting you in the black. The purpose of the software ain't just to help you get government contracts. It's to help you put money in your pocket like today. And just like that, you can go to these platforms and start making some good money. The tool costs $79 a month. You sell 2 of these at $50 a month, you made more money than what the tool costs. Now imagine if you do your capability statement. Look at this. Let me show you how the game is played. You do your capability statement. You come right here, charge somebody $100, $50, $70 for a capability statement. And you're going to promise them that you're going to do the graphics and the whole nine. Well, guess what happens? They're going to buy your program for $50. Right? They're going to pay you $50 to write the capability statement. You're going to win your $50, and then you're going to pay my man right here. It got 13 reviews. I'll probably look for a little more reviews. 63 reviews at $15. I'm going to pay him to make this capability statement look sexy. So I lose $15 out of my $50, but I ain't doing no work. It's that simple. And now, how long do they say that it takes? It tells them that it takes 2 days of delivery. So my capability statement is going to take 3 days of delivery. The minute that they give me the answers that I need for the AI, I go to the AI, pitch it in, and then I come right here and book the call. It's going to take them 2 days. I'm going to get this delivered in 2 days. I'm going to deliver the full thing to my customer in 2 days. I told them 3 days, but I'm going to go above and beyond their expectations. I'll have it to them in 2. It's this simple. It's the hustle. And you can choose not to do it. That's up to you. I really don't care. But I'm telling you, you got the tool in your hand to change your life. It's your decision if you want to change your life or not. But every single tool that we have right here on the AI, you can go make you some good money with. And if you don't know how to sell, well, we got the other tool for you too. SB Money Flow. You can literally create a funnel, which I highly advise you to do. Create a funnel talking about how you do business plans. And not only will you get the people that are on Fiverr to buy your business plan right there on that profile, but now you got stuff on the internet that you could talk about on your social media, that you could post on your Facebook, that you could get on YouTube and comment that we could do business plans. All you have to do, I'm telling you guys, this stuff ain't hard. Y'all are making it hard. If I go right here to Facebook, come on, Facebook, log me in. I don't know none of my passwords. That's the other problem too. Never know no passwords. All right, we right here. This was me. Come on, let me in. Let me in. All right, there we go. We in there. If I come here to Facebook, everybody talking about they ain't making no money. I don't know how y'all not making no money. What are y'all doing? Look at this. Small business. Just type in small business. Look at these groups that pop up. 587,000 people. 19,000 people. 261,000 people. Well, guess what I'm doing? I'm going to look at the group. I'm going to join the group. And guess who I want to talk to when I get in the group? The owner of it. Because I don't want to spam. I don't want to go in against any of their rules. We are not a networking group. Don't you advertise a damn thing. All right, I'm not. But what I'm going to do is get in here. I will start providing value. If I know I'm selling business plans, I'm going to talk in this group about the importance of having a business plan. I'm not selling anything. I didn't sell one single thing. But what happens when I talk into a Facebook group? Let me go in a group. Let me see. Do I have a group that I have talked to recently? Let me see if I can find myself in this. Davis. All right. So this is me talking in ClickFunnels in 2019. If you do this right when you get in a group, so you're not spamming the group and raising an alarm to kick you out of the group, and you provide value, guess what people are going to do? They're going to come over here and they're going to hover their mouse over your name. Now, if you build your profile out correctly, where they can see everything about you and know what you got going on, and then all of a sudden, guess what they do? Like, see, let's take a look. Anthony Carter. You know, I can see what he's talking about. I made this post. I got 105 comments on this post. You don't think nobody came to go look at my profile after this? Well, they click on the profile and guess what happens? Well, now I do not know how that just changed right there. Somebody, I don't know how them cartoon characters got up there at the top. But this takes it to the page right here that should be at the top to display your stuff. And now all of a sudden you got all your links and stuff that people can start accessing you. But your money is in these Facebook groups. And if you don't want to get in the Facebook groups, you're like, well, Travis, I don't know. Well, guess where else the money at? Meetup. See, I don't like talking to individual people. Y'all stress me the hell out when I talk to you individually because you don't know what you want. But if I talk to a whole group of people, 100 people in the group, I'm in a Facebook group with 500,000 people, what are the odds that I can get 1% of the people that know what they want? I mean, it's pretty good. So I'm starting to now look for the meetup events of my industry. I'm not just going to stupid meetups just to be there to say, I could check off the box to say that I tried to network. Travis told me I needed a network. I showed up at this event just so I could say that I did it. That's stupid. But if you go to the actual event that's catered to what you do you guys know I've found majority of my employees by going to tech meetups. What I know is no tech person know how to sell themselves. They don't know how to sell themselves because they had to study code and they got their head in the book all day. They didn't pick up marketing and sales. So the only way that they know how to sell themselves is to put a resume out. And when they put the resume out, I can take their job title and their zip code and tell them how much they can get paid because they don't know how to sell themselves. That's not my job to do either. I'm not a salesman for a person. I'm a business owner and I want to buy you at your lowest price. Your lowest price is the one that you're thinking about right now. Whatever price come out your mouth, that's the lowest price because I know you don't know how to sell yourself. And if for some odd reason you give me a price that's too high, I'm just going to tell you no. I don't need to pay you this high price. I can actually just wait until June and December. I think June. That's college graduation. You ain't that smart. It's another smart young person that just graduated that they just need to sit down with me for a little while. And when I show them exactly what you used to do, they'll pick it up like this. You're not that smart. Neither am I. I'm not smart at all. It just so happens I know about some information that a lot of people don't know about. But I picked this up from the people that were smarter than me. It's just they don't want to talk to y'all. I do. It's the difference. Now you come here to these groups. Look at this. You got a data-driven product designers, 99 attendees coming. Like, why you keep going to the Beyonce conference or festival or whatever the hell they do? Why don't you show up to this for once? Why don't you get on a plane and go to Las Vegas? And I keep saying Las Vegas because that's where all the conferences happen at. Go to Las Vegas and meet some people that can change your life. I ain't never, ever in the history of my life heard about anybody going to a concert and meeting somebody that changed their life. Of course, somebody probably going to try to tell me a stupid story about how they met their loved one and blah, 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 blah. Like, okay, if that's what you want to say, cool. Maybe you get 1%, 3% of the people that go find a loved one that changed their life. But ain't no real people's lives getting changed flying across Paris chasing Beyonce. Instead, you should have made a damn pit stop right there in Las Vegas. You should have made a pit stop in Florida. You should have made a pit stop in Houston or Chicago, somewhere with real events that are going on that got real people who are interested in what you want to talk about. But see, you don't want to invest in that. You don't want to go there. So you talk to your family and friends and they have no interest of what you're talking about. And then you think that you suck. Well, I mean, your processes do suck. Yeah? You may not suck, but what you're doing, your actions that you're taking are pretty shitty. And we're going to change that because you're going to have the software. You're going to know how to go into these meetings where you once felt like an outsider, where you once felt nervous. You're going to walk into these meetings now with confidence. And you're going to walk in there knowing exactly what you want out of it. So Meetup is an easy place for you to get a lot of contacts. Facebook groups, easy place for you to find a lot of customers, a lot of partners. And I'm telling you, if you use the AI tool, don't just use it for yourself. Use it for sales to become the best consultant that anybody has ever seen. And I don't care that you're reusing my stuff to make yourself some money. I can't help out everybody. I'm actually excited that you're using the tool and charging people $10,000. Yes, $10,000. I'm not telling you to take this tool and just $5 everybody. Play with Fiverr. Fiverr is just an easy tool that already got people coming. You don't have to go find the people. You just set your profile and Fiverr got them coming. This is why I told you create your website. Because on my website, I damn sure ain't charging Fiverr prices. I'm charging high ticket prices because I'm a consultant. And part of my consultancy, we will build your capability statement. We will do your business plan. We will do your SWOT analysis. Now, all of a sudden, a person is over here saying, well, the lawyer was going to charge me $8,000 to do a joint venture agreement. The lawyer or the business specialist was going to charge me $10,000 to do a business plan. You just said that you could do it all for $10,000. It makes sense to them now. So you're scared to charge somebody those prices because you ain't been in the rooms that got the people spending that type of money. Instead, you keep trying to tell your people around you that they should be paying you $10,000 for this, and they don't even understand what it is. That's why you're losing. But anyways, we put capability statement in there for the AI. This is the last thing that we're going to look at, and then we're going to get up out of here. After I answer your questions. Capability statement. Remember, we played around with that. I just took somebody's capability statement. What does it say? A&L Solutions is a leading business development firm that has been helping businesses for over 50 years. Of course, you would change that and put your own. Our expertise in government contracting has enabled us to serve various federal agencies, including blah, 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 with NAICS Code 5.4. Our strategic plan and systems can help your agency meet its objectives. We have a 12-week business accelerator and a 6-week cohort to sharpen the skills of our team. Our event center is available for meetings, conferences, and training sessions. Our goal is to equip you with the best processes to promote sustainability, longevity, and organization. We understand the importance of fulfilling your agency's mission to serve the American people. Now, you really should only pick one agency when doing a capability statement because it's going to be pulling their mission statement and it's going to write your capability statement based off their mission statement. Now, I've been preaching to you guys all day when networking to use the words that they have. I don't know why the hell y'all approach these agencies and ain't read the agency's mission statement and tied their mission statement into yours. Why would you not have their mission statement words tied into your mission statement words? I didn't say use the whole thing, but we're gonna take some words out of their mission statement and use it with ours. Now, you may be saying, well, that's only for the Army. Well, make another capability statement. That's why we got the tool. You're going to make one for the Army. You're going to make one for the Navy. You're going to make one for Department of Energy. You're going to make one for the private sector. Everybody gets their own capability statement. And you can do it real fast with the tool. Because we want to make sure we're talking to the specific person that got my money. If you make a generic capability statement, again, you're not using the words that they've learned. You're using your own words. At A&L Business Solutions, we believe the success is defined by the success of our clients. We are committed to delivering quality services that meet and exceed your expectations. Trust us to help you achieve your goals and achieve your goals and strive towards achieving your agency's mission. Contact us today to learn more about your services and schedule a consultation with our team. Now, of course, you wouldn't add that into your government capability statement, okay? They're not going to contact you to talk to no team, okay? But the moral is you got your wording. And this is just some of it, okay? It's not 100% done. You need to add your NAICS codes and things of that nature, which you should be taking my method of training that I teach you about capability statement and how to cheat. This part right here, this is just the body of it. All of the rest of the stuff you should cheat. But if you don't know how to cheat correctly, none of this stuff is going to make sense to you, and that's why you need to get into the program. Okay. Once again, if you guys want to get started with the AI, you're going to visit, I'll put it in the chat, www.black cheatcode.ai, not .com, .ai. Once you get there, you'll get access to the entire program. You're going to come again to a back office. You should get the back office. If for some reason you don't get the email for the back office, I want you to visit online GovCon. And this is for anybody that's purchased anything from me. If you guys are listening to me right now, all you always have to do is visit onlinegovcon.com and log in. If you just get signed up and you haven't received the email, which you need to check your spam and all of that stuff because the emails are going to spam. But if you do not get it, you're going to come right back here, click forgot password. It's going to email you your new password, and then you're going to go ahead and log in. Once you get logged in, if you do want to change your password, you can come right up here to the right-hand corner, hit settings, and change your password right there. All right. You will see access to all that you got created. As I told you guys, we got a lot of stuff that's going on here, including with our law AI and some other things. So have fun at it. Don't share your password out with everybody. I'm letting you know that I can see it. Okay, just FYI. If I see you passing your password out to everybody, and how do I see it? Because everybody that logs in leaves something called an IP. Okay, I can see that footprint that was left. And if I catch you passing the login out to other people, I'm just going to kick you out of the platform, and I'm going to keep your money. I'm not giving you a refund either, just FYI. Okay? So if you would like to get involved, you can go to blackcheatcode.ai, get signed up. It's $79 a month. If you would like to really stay ahead of all of my AI stuff, you can actually get involved and pay the $19.97 one-time fee. You'll never have to pay another dollar for anything that I create AI for the years to come. And we got a lot of stuff when it comes to AI. So you're going to get access to the law. You're going to get access to my other baby. Oh, let me show you my other baby too. Pure Money Legacy, which all of my people who have gotten into there. Oops, my bad. I got to go to the actual site. How to Get Rich University. That's the site for that one. How to Get Rich University. As y'all can see, I don't know my logins. So we're gonna go ahead, or matter of fact, see if this login changes for everything. Nope. I gotta do better at this. I'm trash. All right. All my people that need to work out like myself, I've been using this too. Because we got to do a better job of getting ourselves a little bit more healthier. I've created the AI to help you learn how to get yourself right. Get yourself right. It's a damn shame I can't get into my own accounts. Email does not exist. Let me look. I got to do a better job of using my own stuff. Okay, there it is. There's a password reset. All right, so this password is, and this is one of my favorite tools. Again, I think all of you guys should be utilizing this. All right, and this is our Pure Health. Same thing, another AI tool right here. You're going to come here, answer, about who you are, what you got going on, equipment that you got around you, any health things. This bad boy is going to spit you out a workout plan for 60 days. It's going to give you a meal plan for 60 days. It's going to give you a grocery list. Everything that you're going to need to stay healthy and wealthy. That is our motto right here. We don't want you to make all this money and you ain't going to be around to see it. And the same thing, I don't want you to be cock strong, with your chest all out. Or ladies, you got all your abs and you broke as hell. We don't want those. We want you to be healthy and wealthy. Now, what I will tell you, probably something's going to have to sacrifice here in the beginning. It's either going to be the health or the wealth. It's hard to do both when you're locked in. But we're not going to avoid the health. We're going to keep it in our mind, and we're going to say, hey, we're only sacrificing our health for 3 months, 4 months. After that, I'm coming right back in it because I'm making a lot of money, and I want to make sure I can enjoy my money. Okay? If you want to get just access to the Pure Health Plan, again, you can go to puremoneylegacy.com. The price did change, okay? I'm just going to make that note. I told everybody to become a paid member of Pure Money Legacy. It was $10 a year. I actually need to change this. It's not $10 a year no more. It's now $100 a year. I gave you guys fair warning. So $100 a year to get into the program if that's what you want to do. This is just for the business side. It has absolutely nothing to do with government contracting. Okay, but it will teach you a lot of things about building business. All of the things that I do to generate revenue, it's going to be in there. Okay. But let me get to these questions. Okay. I know I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. Once again, if you do got questions, feel free to go ahead and drop them in the chat. I will answer them. I'm sorry, Clubhouse. I can't pay attention to the platform to bring you up on stage if you wanted to use your voice. As y'all know, I usually like y'all using your voice. But again, I have to work this platform right here. So if you do have a question, put a Q and then follow it up with your question. How's the construction field looking? Like money? You just had the president just did what, a $3 trillion infrastructure bill? Like, infrastructure. It's construction. All right, let me see. I gotta get past the echoing. If you got, what does it say? If you got 10K, what should you do with it? Invest it in yourself. Don't go buy no damn real estate. Don't invest it in no stock market. Don't you go chasing money with that $10,000. See, most people get $10,000 in their pocket and they trying to chase money so quick. And they're trying to turn $10,000 into $100,000. I just want you to hear that scenario right there. $10,000 into $100,000. That means that you did 100% return on your money. Listen, if anybody tells you they're going to do that for you, they're lying. They're trying to rob you. I'm telling you from experience. What I learned from investing, okay, is anytime somebody says I'm getting 100% ROI on my money, run. Okay, they're just going to 100% take your money. Okay, there is no 100% returns on real estate. I've never seen it in my life. And again, I know there's going to be a fool out there that tries to argue with me. I've never seen a person invest $1 million in a piece of real estate and get $1 million back. They may have sold the house and got like $100,000 back or $200,000. They didn't put $1 million in and get $1 million back. And matter of fact, they put the $1 million in and it took about 7, 8, 9 months to get that property sold, to get it fixed up and sold. I don't like those odds when all you got is $10,000. Right now, you got to learn how to wait. And all you had was 10. You're going to start panicking. I know because I was there. So instead, I'm going to take that $10,000 and I'm going to invest it in this thing right here called my mind. How do I invest the $10,000 in my mind? I go to conferences. I get courses. I be a part of people's communities. Because the $10,000 invested into you, that can turn into $100,000. Like, you can learn about building funnels and start selling some shit online. And just like that, you've made $100,000 because you learned a skill set on how to make $100,000. You didn't chase money. Now, once you start producing a lot of money, you got a cash flowing system. It changes investing to the T. Because now you could take $100,000 and invest it and be okay with the 20% returns. You'll actually enjoy the 20% returns. You'll get it quickly. You'll pull out and you'll do it all over again. Instead of trying to turn 10,000 into 100, it just don't work. So the best 10K that you could do is to learn sales. You need to start learning how to sell stuff faster. All right. Selling is what sets you free, not investing. Investing protects what you just sold. So you got to pay taxes. Right. But yeah, I think those people are fools that tell you guys to invest your money in the stock market and into real estate when you ain't got no money. Like, how the hell do you do that? I just don't know. And I was that person. That's why I'm saying it like that. I was so stupid, naive, man. I ain't had no mentors. Nobody ever told me anything differently. Thank you for the knowledge. My first live. Hey, well, I appreciate you for being here, my brother, in the DMV as well. Work the registration. Let me see. I'm still looking. Question. When is the next 7-day challenge? I didn't get to attend the last one. I don't know when I'm going to do the 7-day challenges live anymore. That's a question I don't have an answer for you right now, honestly. But what I will tell you, actually we'll come here, take a look at it. If you come to GovCon Cheat Code, and you go to programs and you click on 7-day challenge, you can watch the replays. We got the replays up here for you that you can join in on a challenge. Go ahead and put right here. See, I got to do all this for myself. You can come here. We got the replays for $297. I'm telling you, when I do go live and do the live challenge, it will be $497. But you can come right here and start watching a replay today. You'll get access to the replays for 30 days. You'll also be a part of our Facebook group. Okay, so that is your option right there. Oh, I see I got some automation kicking off. I had that. All right, so hopefully that answered your question for that one. Let me see. Did I have any questions in Clubhouse before I go to that? Dang, I forgot all about Instagram. My bad, y'all. Hopefully y'all ain't asking no questions there yet. All right, let me see. Were there any in Clubhouse before I come back to YouTube? Nope. Aller in the clothing industry, we have, I don't see any. Are we discussing government contracting? I think. All right, we answered that one. When's the next 7-day challenge? All right, what do we have here? Oops, I'm supposed to be in my Q&A. What was this question? Do you have a site you recommend to help with website building and need it to be B2B side? Yeah, I got a site for you. We done built it. If you don't know about what we done built right here, I'm telling you, I got everything for the small business that you need. You really don't need to go nowhere else but rock out with me. Here's your sites, okay? Matter of fact, let me make it smaller for you so you can see the whole thing. Yeah, we have the program to build all of your websites, right? When you join our program, this is sbmoneyflow.com. You will get access to this for 30 days free as a trial in case you don't like it. But I'm telling you, you're going to like it, okay? And we've already built all the websites out for you, the automation, the whole nine. I was actually just looking at my email because when I subscribed to the 7-day challenge, I got these automations that I didn't even realize I set up. So I got to go back and change that. But the moral is we've created a platform for you that's already going to have everything that you need, from your consultation calls to your calendars, your meetings, your opt-ins, your phone calls, DMs coming to you. It's all going to be built out for you. That's what the $199 fee is. Everybody who signs up, no matter which package you get, you got to pay the $199 setup fee because we're going to literally load up your entire business for you. Well, a business that we've created. The base, the foundation, it'll already be done. You can request a demo, but watch my YouTube video. I have YouTube videos that's breaking down exactly how we're using this. SB Money Flow, smallbusinessmoneyflow.com. You can go right there, get yourself registered, and build all your stuff right here. I'm telling you, if you rock out with me, I got every tool that you need to save yourself a whole lot of coins. And most importantly, if you're using my tools, I can answer you a whole lot better. Is when you start using other things that I don't want to answer because now I got to think about it. And I don't like thinking hard, okay? That was some solid advice, investing in yourself. I appreciate that. That's the only way that I know. Micro purchase contracts under $10,000 insights. Yeah, cool, fun contracts to go after, but that's a good getting started place. Try it out. But I don't like to stick around I don't like playing with low dollars all day. In my mind, listen, this customer got $3.54 trillion. And you think I'm about to play around with $10,000 all day? I just told you they got $3.54 trillion. And I want to sit here fucking with some $10,000 micro purchases all my life. That's not a solid method. That's what the people on YouTube and Instagram and all these other government contracting gurus keep telling you to do. Do you know how many times you got to do that in order to have a nice, sustainable life? Because that $10,000 ain't all profit. Maybe about $2,000 of that is profit. So what you got to do? 20 deals, 10 deals only get you $20,000. So, I mean, what you got to do? 100 deals? That ain't a good method. This is what I'm telling you. The formula don't make sense. But this is what people want to do. So what I'm telling you is you take that micro purchase, you get a taste of government contracting, and then you don't settle. Okay, you immediately have to say, okay, I did it. I got it out the way. I'll come back to the $10,000 if I need money. But I'm going after these bigger opportunities. At least go after $250,000. You know what I'm saying? Look, you can get direct awarded $250,000 opportunities. Same way you got directly awarded that $10,000 opportunity. So I like it. I love that they there, but that ain't something that I preach to y'all, man. Anybody can go win a $10,000 contract. That don't take skills. You can accidentally win $10,000. If I'm with a consulting team of 3 and we want to purchase the lifetime, how can we use that? That's cool if it's your team. You know what I'm saying? If it's your team, that is cool. I know you done. 3.54 trillion. Come on, Abby. Hey, Abby, you know I always be showing you off, man. Hey, Abby, she making them millions in government contracting, and she just got into space. So this is what I'm telling you guys. You listen, this is a walking, living testimony right here that you don't have to play around with $10,000. She didn't. She said she seen what I seen. Like, well, I mean, 3.54 trillion. You think I'm about to spend my life playing around like these Instagram fools keep talking about? Listen, you got to watch these people talking about government contracting. They really not winning government contracts. They may have took my course or somebody's course, and now they talking about they government contractors because they won like a contract to sell printers. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You don't know a damn thing about government contracting, selling them printers. You ain't got up to the real space yet. No, you got to start doing millions of dollars. Like one contract, $4 million. Now we talking one contract, $1 million. It's a whole different ball game at these multi-million-dollar contracts than this $10,000 contract. Man, I don't even care if a $10,000 contract goes wrong. I mean, what? I lose the $10,000 deal? Like, who cares? That's the difference. So I'm encouraging you guys again, not to say screw the 10,000, but that damn sure better not be your method of becoming wealthy, because it's a loser's method. Losers use that method. Okay. All right. I think I answered all of y'all questions. Dang, hold on. Wait a minute. We got quite a few people over here. We got 62 people on Instagram. On YouTube. So I appreciate you guys once again. If y'all picked up some value from today, I want y'all to drop a fire emoji down in whatever chat that you are listening to. Hey, my Clubhouse people, y'all be stingy sometimes. So y'all go ahead and drop that fire emoji in that chat too. I know y'all picked up something. But once again, this is how I understand that you guys picked up anything that I put down. So once again, go ahead, drop those fire emojis down there in the chat and let me know that you picked up at least one nugget from today. I see also we have had 7 people so far that purchased the AI tool. I thank you guys for buying the AI tool. I'm looking forward to the results that you get. If for some reason you don't get an answer within 5 minutes, you probably entered your email incorrectly. Just do it again. It's unlimited. Use the tool as much as you want. Play with the tool. You can't break it. Okay? You paid for it, so use it. Get in there and have some fun with it. My team is going to monitor all the technical stuff in the background. Just remember, if you're playing around with the proposal one, we've started to experience there's too many characters going in there. So you kind of got to break down. In the video, I told you just copy all of the statement and work and put it in there. That don't work. Okay, I need to go back and change that video. You're putting too many words in there. You're overloading ChatGPT, and it's crashing out. So that's the only one that we're having problems with. But we're going to figure out how to get that fixed here soon. I appreciate the fire emojis from you all. Once again, I hope that you guys got valuable information out of tonight. My goal is to be here on YouTube more often. I'm trying to get this thing down packed. It just ain't as easy as I thought it would be. But as I get all these programs together, I'm able to start to take some stuff off my plate, and I can be here with you guys. That's all that I have. Where's the tool? The tool is at I guess I should have put this in it's at www.blackcheatcode.ai. All right. Once again, it's not called Black Cheat Code because I'm black, although that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Black guy doing this, that's cool. But that ain't why we got it like that. It's Black Cheat Code because our mission is to get the businesses in the black. That's the positive, if you don't know. We got to get you out of the red. A lot of y'all bleeding. You're bleeding. And we're going to change that for you. But I love you all. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Don't forget, no matter where you're at, make sure that you like, comment, okay? Help me, please. This is my ask from you all, okay? Help me. Matter of fact, my people on Clubhouse, I'm going to put my YouTube channel in here. I want you guys to come over here to my YouTube, subscribe to my channel, because all the sauce is over here. www.youtube.com/@govcon. Let me see how this works. I'm working on my desktop for Clubhouse, so I'm still learning all this stuff. But if you click that link right there at the top, which I believe is pinned at the top, that'll bring you over to my YouTube channel. I got tons and tons and tons of training on YouTube. I cannot answer your questions when you comment under my videos. Like, what does that mean? Half of the time, I don't even remember what I said in that video. I really just bring this off my dome piece at the time that the man upstairs told me to talk about it. I do not remember what I talked about. The minute that I get off this live, I have no clue what came out of my mouth. So I can't remember when you guys comment under these videos, just FYI, okay? But please make sure that you're liking, subscribing to the channel. Tell somebody else. Don't be stingy. Let another minority business owner know about what we got going on over here so they can take advantage of the same information. I am about out of here. Y'all know I can't leave out of here without putting my guy Trey's song on. Once again, shout outs to my man Trey for giving us this Pure Money song. No matter what platform that you're on, okay? I don't care what platform that you're on, whether it's Apple Play or your Google, whatever music store that you go to, go download Pure Money. Just type it in. You can get this Pure Money song, and you can start accessing some of this Pure Money with us. Once again, hey, I love each and every one of you all. I hope that you have an amazing night. I'm not going to tell you guys be safe anymore. Shout outs to my man Carlos. Carlos said, he told us we need to stop saying be safe. Oh, it didn't hit me. He said somebody told him one day, have a safe flight. Does that mean that you're implying that my flight is going to go down? So I'm not going to tell you guys be safe anymore, because that's going to imply that maybe trouble could come your way. Instead, I'm going to tell y'all have a blessed and amazing day. I love you all. Keep pushing forward. Don't quit. It ain't easy. Everybody ain't making millions of dollars, although they say they are. You have to do something different. Are you going to be the change maker in your family? If you're not at the point of where you want to be in your life, I know why that's happening. Because nobody in your family decided to take the sacrifice. Nobody in your family decided to learn high-ticket skill sets. Nobody in your family decided to stop exchanging their time for money. So the question is it going to be you? Don't ask nobody else to do it. Don't look at your cousin, your brother, your sister for somebody else to do it. The question is, will it be you that takes that sacrifice? And when you're the one to take the sacrifice, you help everybody else out. And you'll be able to take that sacrifice if you are disgusted with yourself enough. Yeah, I know, that's the hard one. Most of y'all ain't disgusted with yourself enough. What I mean by disgusted, are you disgusted and tired at looking at other people go on trips that you know you should be on? Are you disgusted at your boss making all this damn money and you doing all the work and you ain't getting no recognition? Are you disgusted at telling your child that you can't buy that toy for them when they see it in the store? Are you disgusted with your own current situation? Because I can't be disgusted for you. Can't nobody out here be disgusted for you. You got to be disgusted for yourself. And when you disgusted for yourself, well, you got to change it. But if you ain't disgusted at yourself, well, I know what you're going to do. You're going to sit back in that chair, smoke that J, drink that Hennessy, and go back to bullshit. And I don't want that to be you, because that ain't pure money. So, once again, I love you all. I'll talk with you guys later. Have a great night.